CI for over 40 years. Bimmy is the CI they described in this search warrant affidavit and lies that two people were kidnapped and beaten in near death. It was a lie. When they did the search, no evidence of a kidnapping existed. This is what informants do. They lie. And the police and prosecutors don't care. They just want to win no matter what.
In a post on Channel Black TV's Instagram page, Supreme can be heard calling James, Bimmy, Anthony, a rat. A confidential informant in his words, but a rat nonetheless. Now, while he's calling Bimmy a rat and responsible for information given in the Supreme Team case, Hassan Campbell sees things a little bit different, seeing as how he's been served with papers of with a lawsuit for defamation of character, allegedly by Supreme himself. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
I hope you rot in jail, you old raggedy ass. Stay in jail. Stay your ass in jail. I hope the appeal, appellate, and everybody else keep you in there till you rot. Your father's still in contact with the nigga that clapped your mother. Allegedly. When it was all over the news that Supreme, Kenneth McGriff, had his baby mother shot, and the police, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police, when they was looking to lock Preem up for those charges. You know that Bimmy was the one? You know the light-skinned dude with freckles that's all over the internet being labeled a rat? I'm not saying that he ain't a rat, but I'm saying that he's the one that had little Preem mother drop the charges on Preem so that he wouldn't go to jail and do time because he didn't want his child. He had his baby mother clapped. And now you got the police knocking at my door for defending your son because of the way you disowned him. You tried to stop him from coming into this world, allegedly. And I said something about it. And now you sending the police to knock at my door? It's bad enough. The drugs that you put in the streets, I'm going to say it again, destroyed black families. It destroyed my family. But now you want to send the courts at me and take every penny that I got and stop me from feeding my family when I made something out of myself. Y'all know how much it's costing me to pay for lawyers? And I ain't even entered the court yet? Do you know how much food this nigga took out of my kid's mouth? Defamation of character? How a nigga that's sitting in jail with 2 double life sentences, that had your nephew locked up, you locked up, the whole Supreme Team locked up? Oh, I get it. So because your nephew is home from jail now, and you niggas ain't got no money no more, and you got hopes and dreams of getting out of the penitentiary, and Bimmy told you no without telling you no. Now you need money, so you desperate? Now Bimmy's a rat, but you taking me to court. Come on.
I don't know, man. I saw Bimmy's response, you heard? You gotta do more than babbling for me, you feel me? Niggas letting him live. The responses he gave to the questions he was asked and the scenarios that was posed in front of him didn't really make a lot of sense. He act like an informant can't do crime. You feel me? Bimmy said some shit like, when they already locked up, they want me. I'm the boss. When they get locked up, I'm the boss. Well, nigga, shit, if you told why they was the boss, you'll tell why you is too. So what you mean, homeboy? And if what Supreme is saying is true, and I don't believe it's a lie. You did. Glaze been told us this. Glaze been said Bimmy's an informant. He music. He this and that and the other blase splee. Niggas didn't want to give Glaze the time of day. At least some didn't. You feel me? Others didn't care that much. Now that Supreme is speaking, it's a very big deal, right? So he acting like informants can't do crime and be punished for it. Like, nigga, you probably didn't have nothing of substantial use for them at the time. Whenever he talking about I went to jail. Yeah, well, if I'm an informant, then how did I get set up? How did I get set up and go to jail? Because you're stupid. Maybe you made a stupid choice. You made an impulsive decision. You feel me? And you made a mistake and wound up getting locked up for your bullshit. You didn't have nothing to give. Who else could you tell on? When you're at the top, who can you bring down? Like he said he was the boss. You feel me? I don't believe shit Bimmy saying right now. You heard? I'm just keeping it a buck. He talking about they mad at me. They broke. They mad at me. I'm just happy I can help them get some money. Go support the doc and this and that and the other. What? See, he making too light of it. for it not to be something. You dig what I'm talking? He making too light of it. He want to joke about. This is not a joking matter. This man Supreme saying you responsible, you halfway responsible for them, the indictment that came down on them, for them raiding a spot where it was supposed to be some kidnappings at, or some kidnapped people at, and them turning up nothing. You gave them some incredible, uncredible evidence. I was about to say incredible evidence, but you about did give him some incredible evidence. You've been to CIC, he naming him, he calling him a confidential informant. Bimmy talking about show the work. Show the work. Niggas know what you know, and niggas know what they told you. You feel me? Niggas know the position that you was in certain situations in order to do the damage that was caused. So when the guards say Bimmy is an informant and he been that for over 40 years and this and that and the other, it's nothing to be believed. You heard? I ain't saying it should just be what it is, but it's nothing for me to believe in, and I don't need to do no research on it. That's why I don't understand why the guards wouldn't pull Bimmy up. You dig what I'm talking about? MREC, him and some other dudes, they do a show and they pull Bimmy up. I know MREC to be the guard or whatnot. That's why I didn't put Bimmy's response up, because MREC is striking a nigga video. He's done it before, and I ain't having that. You know what I'm talking about? So I went with Channel Black TV's Instagram page. You feel me? Follow them. They be hip to a lot of what's going on with the who's and what's. But it was odd that he chose to go there, I guess, first of all places, in order to get his point across. And they let him. They allowed him. And I'm not saying journalism is what it is. You feel me? So he's supposed to allow him to express himself. But you're supposed to push the button. You're supposed to ask them hard questions. You know what I'm saying? Some of them questions wasn't hard enough. Some of the answers weren't dove into hard enough, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm talking about? But that's my brand of journalism versus theirs. But anyway, let's get to this, man. Switching subjects. But first of all, jump in the comment box and let me know, do you feel like Bimmy is a rat? Do you feel like Supreme is capping? You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell want to know, since he calling Bimmy a rat, why is he sending the police to his door? He got video, audio, visual of the police come and serve him a defamation, I guess, lawsuit or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of niggas be up in the air with is sue and tell. Man, you got to go to court. You got to put your hand up. You got to submit evidence about the other, this and that and the other. It's a lot to go into that. You feel me? So you let me know if you feel like a lawsuit is snitching. You dig? But Hassan Campbell sure does, and he's mad about it because he said that he spoke on a real life situation that has to do with the Supreme case and Supreme's son. You feel me? Allegedly, Supreme put a hit on his baby's mother when she was pregnant. Tried to end her and the child. That child happened to be young Supreme. You know what I'm saying? Little Supreme and whatnot. Now, Hassan say he's got an established relationship with that young nigga, whether he want to admit it or not, and they speak. And he said when he went to his defense after what went on with Big Meech and Lil Meech, you know what I'm saying, and him mentioning Prince and this and that and the other, and should be celebrated and who shouldn't. I guess Supreme figured he can make a few coins, you know what I mean, by hitting him with the defamation. He didn't hit him with a cease and desist. He hit him with a defamation. So he don't want him to stop talking. He want him to pay for what he said. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how you feel about that. I know Hassan went ape shit. He said, I hope you stay in jail. I hope the BOP and everybody else keep you in there until you rot. You feel me? Now, that's a sticky situation, man. You know, I don't know if Hassan talking out the side of his neck about this baby mother situation, because I'm not well versed in that, so I ain't going to speak to that too much. You know what I mean? But for dog to hit you with a lawsuit is something different. Like he said, especially while he doing double life. You feel me? So, we'll see how that turns out in the end. Let me know how you feel about the situation, man. It's all getting crazy, man. It's all getting crazy, man. Do you think Hassan and Young Supreme still gonna have a relationship after this? We'll see, man. Peace to the 5% nation of gods and earths. Until we meet again. I'll be back.